Happy Sunday, April 8th, local swell trackers, and welcome. Let's go up here, the large upper air currents, over 30,000 feet up in the atmosphere. These help to spawn and steer storms. When you see these dips like this, it helps get that counterclockwise flow at the surface, which creates the storms that creates the waves that pound our shoreline from this setup. Actually, this whole setup right here has been migrating to the east, a little bit out of the swell window at this point, but most of the work happened prior to this, and we will be seeing an 8 to 12 foot northwest swell. It will be later Monday, peaking Tuesday, and dropping quickly on Wednesday. And we've got more to come. It's very consolidated. We have a couple splits, especially a large one on its way. There is enough energy in the jet to get stuff going on for us. And you see these loops, we love those. We love seeing those in the jet stream. And we've got some winter caliber swell over the course of the next week with back-to-back big swells. And then after that, we're going to be quieting down. So we'll roll them out all the way out to their 7-day lifespan. That's what we look like Monday the 16th. And here's what it looks like Sunday the 8th. So definitely a lot more energy here in the upcoming week than a week out from now. All right, let's take a look at the surface winds produced by that setup we were just looking at here, and we'll actually get to the current day. Right now, this is last Thursday. I wanted to show you the little area of fetch here on our side of the dateline. The dateline's about 1,200 miles here at 180. We're over here at 20 north, about 160 west. Today, Sunday, it's down to about 2 to 3, maybe even 4 feet. Now we're going to start in the animations and show you this guy right here. That was what we were getting to. And this is showing Saturday's fetch right here. Okay, this swell will start out northwest on Monday to Monday night into Tuesday. Models have downgraded, the WaveWatch 3 have downgraded this thing, but I think they're over exaggerating. I'm going to guess that we might see a downgrade, but not as big as the WaveWatch 3. So rolling these things out, it's a fairly wide fetch. It's fairly close. That really helps. Less time for it to decay on its way to us. Open ocean swells lose about half their height every 1,000 miles traveled. Actually, right here is maybe about 900 miles away. And as we get into Sunday, you can see now it's starting to send some energy now, pointing off to our east. There's the next big spinner here, and let me get to that in the next animation. So here's the current Sunday, April 8th models. There's the fetch that I was just showing you. Here comes the next one, way up by Kamchatka. The track isn't very good. Let me roll in the animations. You can see it stays way, way up there. But really, we get a beast here coming, shaping up Tuesday into Wednesday with some severe to storm force gales. Now the storm we saw way up there, we may see a little bit of a 3 to 5 foot surf out of that on Thursday. This one right here has a chance because of its nice track. We have a partially captured fetch and it has a okay track, maybe east to east northeast. The winds were super strong and some of the seas were up to about 40 feet. Right now, WaveWatch 3 is claiming some 22-second forerunners coming in Friday the 13th, and this thing getting about 10 feet, 16 seconds on Saturday. And even if they're running hot, let's just claim it. It's going to be big this weekend. Hopefully the models don't fall apart as they have been apt to recently. We're going to take a look at the swell heights produced by those surface winds we're looking at. Here's the one for late Monday into Tuesday. Some seas in there about 20 feet, but the proximity is going to help. We should expect 8-9 feet of open ocean swell, 14 or 15 seconds. So that'll be enough for some 20-foot faces, which we would claim to be about 12 feet. And here comes the guy up here that is going to stay put along the eastern and central Aleutians. And then there's the beast right here with some 45-foot seas in it. It will have a fetch getting on our side of the date line. This one's looking good for some outer reef action and enough to crack jaws, potentially up to 18 feet. But let's just go ahead and claim 10 to 15 as the models fantasize now. Let's go ahead and wait and take one last look here as things quiet down. I wanted to show you the next several days compared to what we've seen this upcoming week and compared to the following week. We're doing way, way better. This scenario probably will not happen again for the rest of the season, although it could, but it would be borderline freakish. Okay, let's take a look at the swell periods generated by the swells that we were just looking out in the open ocean. Starting this in, Bam, there is Monday and Tuesday. Some decent periods in this one. A lot of it passing off to our west. That was a fairly close fetch. And there was that one, you can kind of see it tracking up here by the Aleutians, as I was pointing out. This fetch off here makes its way to us and kind of clips us. And that would be for Thursday into Friday. And it does have potential to get solid 6 to 8 feet late Thursday into Friday. And then on Friday afternoon, we get the long period forerunners. You see these wider colors, some 22-second forerunners expected Friday the 13th in the afternoon. In the evening, it'll ramp up to about 4 feet 20 seconds, and in the morning, 10 feet 16 seconds Saturday morning, and it's going to be whomping, and that could be the last really big swell. So there you go, Monday and Tuesday, Thursday and Friday, and this last one for Saturday and Sunday. Okay, let's go down under. We could see a fetch here last Sunday off the coast of New Zealand here. A lot of it's passing off to our east, unfortunately, but we are seeing the buoy readings of 1 foot 16 seconds south-southwest from this fetch you're looking at right here. Fades out. We've got a lot of energy in the TAS. It is very zonal or west to east. But we have some good news coming up here towards the end of next weekend. Now, take a look at this scenario. Now, I know you're looking at this guy. No, he's tracking south the wrong way. We're not going to see much energy coming up from that one. It's not tracking properly. Down under, don't forget that the low pressures, they circulate clockwise, and in the North Pack, they go counterclockwise. So this spinner up here is right off the coast of New Zealand, and take a look. It's 45 knots in there. That's severe gales. So let's roll it in here as we get to the current models instead of the hindcasting. That fetch lasts quite a while, and you can see a lot of activity in the South Pack, right? Not all of them are tracking properly like that first one we saw, but it's definitely more energetic now. So there you go. This will be the swell for Sunday, Monday. You know, it's not going to be anything to write home about, but it's a sign of a new season. So you just tack on about 7 days onto the 8th, and we should be looking at a 1 foot 16 second south-southwest swell filling in on Sunday the 15th and through the 16th. And then I think by Tuesday, that fetch right here, even though it dissipates on the charts here, models are showing that the swell will be filled in at a 1.5 foot swell, 14, 15 seconds, maybe even up to 2 foot of swell. So it should translate 2 to 3 plus. Just starts on the 15th, fills in slowly on the 16th, and by the 17th and 18th, we should be looking at some fun 2 to 3 plus, like maybe a foot overhead, and then it'll fade out from there. Let's see if there's anything after that. It looks pretty wild and woolly with improper tracks. We do see something Friday the 13th, and right now models are claiming this guy to be able to bring us up on Saturday the 21st to about 1 to 2, maybe 3 or 4. But that guy is going to be more likely to get up here, fill in by Sunday the 22nd, and I'm going to guess a solid 3 foot swell there. Okay, now what we're going to do is take a look. This is Monday. I just wanted to show you the swell produced by that fetch we were just looking at, and a week from today through Wednesday, it dissipates rather quickly. And rolling out the animations further, you can see we go into quite a dull period, improper tracks. And then here's this guy here. And now that I'm looking at the swells, it's easier to see that the chance of this pulling in any waves from us is going to be slight indeed. There's a lot of energy for West Oz and the Tasman Sea and Fiji, etc. But it does not look good for getting waves up our way. We might see some long period forerunners, but maybe a 1/2 foot of swell based on what I'm just looking at. Hopefully that'll adjust in our favor. All right, the swell periods. Let's take a look. You can see some of them making our way up here. Nothing exciting. More of it's coming down from those big west or big northwest swells. But you can see some energy emanating up, and it looks like the models are hinting that some of that energy from the Tasman Sea might make its way up. The periods coming down and moving up. You wonder, do they cancel each other out? They do not. All right, let's take a look at the surface charts, hand drawn for you so you can see the two high pressures. There is this red line over the islands. That's a trough. That's the reason why we have this cloudy, wet, unsettled weather continuing today and likely tonight. Portions of the state, deep moisture will remain pooled across the island chain, upper level disturbance. That's what you're looking at there. This front added to the weather, and that nearby ridge off the high pressure is the reason why the trades went light on us, but that's changing. The trades are coming back. Drier conditions rebuilding the trade winds, especially for the western islands, Kauai, Oahu today into tomorrow. Monday. Band of moisture will gradually break up Tuesday and Wednesday. Re-strengthening trade winds will focus clouds into typical showers along the windward slopes. These lows that you see here, that's the storm bringing us on our large waves for late Monday into Tuesday. This low pressure up here is the one that travels along the western into central Aleutians, and this does not show the granddaddy of them all. And we're hoping and praying this thing, Model Fantasy, comes true for late Friday into Saturday the 14th. Mark your calendars, we'll keep you dialed in right here. All right, a little bit of weather. We're looking at that area that I was just speaking about. This is from the upper regions all the way down to the surface, showing you why that upper level disturbance and the front to the north, pulling up those upper level flows. The brown regions are showing the drier sinking air. That's not where we're at, but you can kind of tell if you look at this, things are about to get better tomorrow as the colors lighten up and it moves further east. Kauai will clear up first and then Oahu. Here's the scenario, the big counterclockwise spinner bringing us our waves up tomorrow and Tuesday. And here we are here, 20 north, 160 west. And there's another view of it. There's all the rain that we're seeing. Drilling down a little bit further, you can see, man, we're just getting socked in big time. And you can tell that it's not going to last too much longer, although it ain't over till tomorrow morning is my guess. We'll look for Sunday afternoon, covering pretty much the whole island. Here are the reflective loops actually showing where it's raining. The bulk of that going to be moving off towards Maui and the Big Island, and then getting out of here by Tuesday, Wednesday. With the trades coming back to a fresh pace, problem is they'll have a northeast tilt. Hopefully it'll get a little more east in them before this coming weekend's waves. We actually should be doing okay, but it's a little far out to forecast. Take a look at some real winds here from the quick scat. Here we are here, smack dab where we should be in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. There's this fetch coming in, and here's a close-up view. The bulk of it pointing down to us is about 30, 35. We are talking, by the time that gets here, it'll dissipate down to about 8-9 feet of swell, and then slam into us here, filling in Monday and holding at the 8 to 12 foot range into Tuesday. Again, here's what it looks like, 1,000 miles off from Hawaii as of today, Sunday. All right, here's windy.com, and you can see us sitting right here with these north winds. Thank God they're light. It still did kind of mush out, but it was kind of fickle up there on the north shore, a little bit squally. There's that big system that'll be in our waves tomorrow. I've pointed it out many times, and here's the system. These are, again, the winds. We'll take a look at the seas here. You can see there's some monster storms out there, all winter caliber, and this guy's moving in, and that's coming over to Monday in the morning. This is Tuesday, and still plenty of energy with more to follow. Here's what we're looking at for Wednesday with the new system moving in for those big ones coming in on Friday. And here is Thursday, and here we go, Friday, our lucky day. Looks like it's not going to be fully here until we get later Friday. As I was saying, forerunners will be about 20-22 seconds, and it's going to take Saturday to really get in here. Here's Friday night, so Saturday is going to be the day. We're talking about, again, 8 to 10, solid 8 to 10 foot seas at 15 to 16 seconds. That's enough to kick up those outer reefs, but we'll wait and see. Check surfnewsnetwork.com. I'll be back next weekend. Have a good one. Aloha.